In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to create a child table in ERPNext. Whether you're designing a custom feature or simply tweaking existing setups, creating a child table can immensely enhance your data structure by allowing you to manage detailed information efficiently. Let's walk through this process step by step, ensuring a smooth journey. To get started, navigate to the Developer section within the ERPNext interface. You'll find it on the main dashboard or through the search bar. Once you're there, look for the Doc Type option and select New. This is where we set almost everything about our new child table within the system. Now, we're going to fill in some information. First, you need to specify a name for your child table. This name should reflect its content or purpose, making it easily recognizable later on. For instance, if you're adding details about items, a name like Item Details would be appropriate. This clarity can be crucial as it helps others understand its purpose at a glance. Next, it's important to associate your child table with the correct module. Modules in ERPNext represent different sections of the system, like accounting or inventory. Since child tables are usually part of a larger structure, linking it to the appropriate module ensures that your data stays organized and works seamlessly with existing functionalities. Make sure you choose the module that best matches the context of your child table. Now, here's a key step. Check the box labeled Is Child Table. This is essential because it tells ERPNext that this table is not standalone, but instead will be used within other documents as a part of a larger form. Essentially, this checkbox transforms your doc type into a child table, allowing it to nest within parent tables like sales orders or purchase invoices. With that configured, we move on to adding fields. Think of fields as columns within a table. They're the specific bits of data you want to capture. Some examples for our item details might include item name, quantity, and rate. Be concise yet descriptive with your field names so that anyone using the table later on can easily understand what each field is meant to capture. Each field needs to be added individually, specifying details such as its data type, whether it's mandatory, and any default values. Finally, after customizing your child table to your satisfaction, don't forget to save your doc type. This action will commit your new child table to the ERPNext system, making it available for use. Saving also provides an opportunity to review your setup and ensure it aligns with your project goals before going live. And there you have it. You've just created a child table in ERPNext. By following these steps, you can now manage a more granular data set within the modular framework that ERPNext offers. Whether you're enhancing an existing module or building out a new feature, creating and using child tables can lend both depth and flexibility to your data management approach. Happy developing, and see you in the next tutorial.